Hello, everybody, Anime Reflux. What the hell was the name of the show again?
So many words.
Gargantia of the Verdant Earth or something, Verdant Planet. Or Suisei no Gargantia. Verduous Planet, that's what it was.
Suisei no Gargantia.
Verdurous. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this show is better than I was expecting. Like, it's a weird thing with Japan. Their stuff tends to do poorly when you just summarize it, I'm finding. Because you come up against a name like Hideos, and you're like, oh, God. But, yeah. Way better than I was expecting.
It's, I'd seen this show before. Long time ago. Probably close when it was coming out, because, yeah. There was a time when I just binged a bunch of random anime. And this was one of them.
Honestly, it was a bit more of a curb stomp battle than I was expecting. Like right in the opening, they kind of gave away that the enemy was winning.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Slicer?
Yeah.
It
sounds like a car
very
engine.
still. Oh yeah, there's a plane going by. Crop.
I was
stuff.
thinking more the creaking sound.
Or the clicking or something?
Yeah.
I
I
moved
was
my
totally
laptop.
ignoring that.
It's
It
just
sounds
something
like
going.
you. It sounds like you're taking a spoon and repeatedly hitting it against a table.
Nope. I'm sitting perfectly still, and there's a plane outside.
Yeah, your house is shaking.
I don't say that. Our house is actually bowing down. We have
my bad.
floor jacks to keep it upright. That
Oh,
is
that's terrible.
terrifying.
It's fine. I'm from Louisiana.
sounds
I'm very
really close
scared
to the
of
mic.
flooding.
Yeah.
I'll check
Yeah.
my
It is good.
sound options.
Oh, it's stopped
stopped.
now.
It stopped whatever it was.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that was weird. So yeah, show starts with big galactic battle thing. You know what this reminded me of immediately?
What?
Gundam.
The very, very first scene in Gurren Lagann.
Yes! Yes, actually. I was like, is he
Where
gonna go for that
it's
one?
like ridiculous scale, like beyond time and space type space battle. Where they're talking about like, oh no, they've broken through the dimensional waterfall or some bollocks, and you're like, okay, what is this?
It's super hyper sci-fi mech Gundam stuff.
Just
Yeah.
start saying words.
Yeah,
Yes.
jargon's so ridiculous it's not even like fake jargon anymore, it's just words.
Yeah, they had robots being swallowed up by like Venus fly. What were those? Venus flytrap looking things? Were those
Yeah.
just the enemy? What was that?
Yeah,
I don't
those were
know, but-
weird.
The amount of energy required to regenerate something the size of a planet in like less than a minute. That's pretty terrifying.
Yeah, so we've got our Gundam pilot du jour. What was his name?
White-haired
Lido.
McGee. White-haired McGee.
Lido.
I like Bomber's name for him better, to be honest with you. But
You just
it's
say that
too
because
long.
your hair's white.
It's,
Yes, that was.
let's call him Casey. So
Yeah.
Casey,
Oh my God, Casey. Oh yeah, he kind of acts like Casey. He holds people at gunpoint extremely fast. Doesn't even try to negotiate. Like just.
I feel like this is a reputation I wasn't aware of, but okay, I'll go with it.
What?
So,
he wanted respect immediately. That's a good thing.
yeah, okay. So he wakes up in his robot suit, as you do, and we get exposited by his robot AI companion that
Ow.
he is very close to reaching what is effectively retirement from military service. He gets partial citizenship rights. I think it was what it said. Wait.
You did a good job. You're awesome enough to breed.
Yeah. You get to turn it into like a baby factory. Great.
You're
not even
1%.
necessarily a baby factory, but someone that is allowed to procreate. So basically, this setting has taken Darwinism very, very seriously. Prove your worth, and then maybe you can try and propagate your DNA.
Yes.
We have a very powerful enemy. Please, give us your genetics that are good.
Yeah. Okay, dystopia. Gotcha. So, he's like, retirement, I signed up because that was cool, but now that I've almost got it, I don't even want it anymore. And he just wants to be a soldier.
Did he even want it from the start? I don't know if he actually mentioned that.
I don't know if they clarified in later episodes, but from the beginning, it seems like he never really cared about it.
Yeah, so space battle happens with Gundams. I didn't get any of it, but I think that was the point. It's trying to set the scene of what level of technology he was working on is so far beyond anything the people he meets later turn out to have, that it's just, any sufficiently advanced science looks like magic kind of thing, and that's what it's trying to convey, I think. So yeah, they're fighting something called the Hideors, and they lose a lot.
No surprise.
Like multiple "don't worry, I'll hold them off while you retreat" scenarios play out in this one battle. Kinds of losing a lot. I believe he was the only one of his squad to get away, but even that has an asterisk, as he gets caught at the last minute and gets sent through a dimensional rift. Like I say, it's hard to follow, but he gets sent to a random place, which just happens to be,
I think I do actually have a grasp on what happened here. It seems like the things that go through the portal are more. It's more of a tram system, and he kind of latches on to one of the last tram that's leaving, and then gets kind of let's go because there's too much force.
Like a slingshot?
Yes, and so he gets thrown into the black hole, and he's not part of the tram system anymore. So, random destination.
Yeah, too many forces working on his Gundam, so it just goes somewhere, and there's no way to figure out where until after the fact. So, dramatic scene change to a little girl and her muskrat or something. I don't fucking know what that is.
That's a squirrel. A flying squirrel.
Is it a flying squirrel?
Yeah. Yeah, it has the skin flap.
Cool.
Between the arms and the legs.
I like squirrels. Yeah, they're running down a hallway in little kid fashion of almost bumping into everyone and kind of pissing everyone off, as they tend to do. And ends up in what is basically a hangar with the Gundam that people here have salvaged and don't know what the hell they're supposed to do with. Like, they think it's cool, but they can't get into it and can't do anything to it. So it's like, we'll work on this then, I guess.
Initially they said archaeological dig, so I really was not sure how long this thing had been in the ground, or if it had been in the ground at all, but it seems like he was just out for 6 months.
Yeah, I think it was more of a salvage thing is what they're talking about. I'm not sure, though. So yeah, you've got main mechanic dude, I guess, whose name I've forgotten also, and then you've got presumably leader of this establishment, let's call it, named Bellows, I think was her name.
Mm-hmm.
Bomber's gonna have to confirm or deny any of this because he watched the second episode.
I literally have, like, from the second episode, like, oh God,
His name is Bellows, yes.
I guess. I don't know, like, she's just so generic to me. kind of forgot just her whole name.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure whether she was the leader or not, but yeah.
I think she is.
Yeah. So they discuss how they can't do anything with this thing, and then we get to see inside of this thing, where Casey is waking up, thanks to his robot buddy. Let's call it Zero. Because that won't be confusing.
Yeah, definitely not.
So he's been asleep for 6 months, as we mentioned. And he needed to be woken up because, hey, they're taking a blowtorch to the Gundam. It's not doing anything, but it's a thing that's happening. What should we do? Says Zero. And Casey is like, I don't know, let's wait and see, I guess. Basically. So they do. They wait until all of the salvage crew, or whatever they are, leave. And then he gets out.
Okay, this is revealed in like 30 seconds, but shouldn't he have already scanned all their language by now? Like, as he's running, they're supposedly absorbing the language, but yeah. They stayed there for hours scanning them as they just waited for everyone to leave.
Bit of a plot hole. You would think an AI would be able to lip read if they can't actually hear from outside of the cockpit, which is a possibility because it's in sleep mode, or something. Or I don't know. It's a plot hole. Let's not dwell too much because, you don't think about it until you think about it after the fact. This is critical brains going on and going, oh wait, hang on. But in the moment, it's not really a thing you think about.
Fair enough.
So yeah, he gets out of the cockpit in sort of a... Yeah, it's weird. The thing opens and then it just sort of has him leave it out in his cockpit chair, which is interesting. Design-wise.
I did notice that the robot's helmet unfolds exactly like his does. So they have the same style of armor, which was kind of cool.
Huh.
I gotta be honest, this kind of looks like the most comfortable in terms of like actually being in their Gundam, like I've pretty much seen. Like, it looks very comfortable in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it bolts onto his joint points on the side of his armor, so he's just kind of floating in place.
Yeah, like other Gundams, it always seems like they're standing up, and it seems very uncomfortable.
Standing up or sitting in a really, really uncomfortable looking chair.
Yeah, like an office chair.
So, he's out, and he's like, oh, this is fucking weird. We should look around. And then Mechanic and little girl return, and he hides. And the squirrel finds him.
They came back for no reason. I don't know if they ever explained it.
I assume the little girl wanted to see the thing again.
You had all day. That makes no sense. But whatever. For the sake of the plot.
Like, she wanted to see it again without what's-her-name getting in the way and being all uppity about, you don't want to be here, you're wasting your time, kind of thing. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, Mechanic gets suspicious and readies a wrench or something. And Casey takes the little girl hostage, as Casey's are wont to do, I guess.
How could you?
Can we talk about how Casey could have chopped that dude's legs off with that gun of his, laser gun of his, so easily? Or just one wrong move, he would have just been losing a foot?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, it didn't happen, but come on, one wrong move and he would have just been peg leg for the rest of his life.
Yeah, give credit to Mechanic Guy for being so ballsy. It looked like Casey was just trying to, ward him off kind of thing by just shooting directly downwards instead of just, burning a hole through his head. But, yeah, basically Casey just runs off with the girl over his shoulder, who starts screaming at him in a language he doesn't understand, and vice versa, which I thought was a cool detail, by the way. Very deliberately not Japanese, both of them speak when we're seeing the other's perspective more directly.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a nice detail, and they changed the subtitles as well, which was cool. Also, I like that that Zero is gradually translating it better and better, and then it says something like a comment on religiously significant shit, religiously significant defecation, and something about fornicating with your mother. So I think that's basically saying, hey, she just said holy fuck mothering shit or something like that. And that might be an affectation of the, translation of the subs, because I don't think there are terms like that in Japanese. That's not a thing.
Yeah, but she could have just been calling them like, "Hey, let me go. Oh, I can't believe this happening. You mother effer or whatever." But I don't know if that's a Japanese term either. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more of an American, European, whatever thing to just call somebody a MFer.
Yeah, usually Japan defaults to just calling someone garbage. That's, the usual shorthand, and there are very, very few ways to insult someone in Japanese without getting kind of creative with the language. So, yeah, they haven't developed the kind of shorthand insults that we have. He runs through the facility, gradually mapping it out, gradually getting a better grasp of the language, until he finally gets out and the robot's like, hey, they don't have like any atmospheric protection or anything like that, because it looks like, bust open the door, yeah, this is a planet that is entirely habitable with regular breathable air, and according to the stars that are visible above us, this is probably the third planet of the solar system, Earth, the origin birthplace of humanity.
Nani?
I missed this one line. Didn't they say it was like long thought to be a myth or something?
That there is only obscure records of it.
That makes sense, though. It's like
they know it exists, but it's so like kind of
like there are sci-fi people who left to go do other things.
Yeah. Record of it, but they've never actually seen it or have it on record to where it is, so it became a myth over time. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah, basically.
It would have to be, yeah. I don't know how that would really happen, though. I mean, it would have to be like a galaxy full of humans, or they'd split so early. Because why would the humans that he's finding now be so far back technologically?
It has been a very, very long time.
Also, hey, remember that gigantic galactic war they're having with the enemy that just kicked the ever-loving shit out of them? I get the impression that's been going on for quite a while.
Yeah.
Or it could be the other way, where what is it, a theory that all the rich people are going to all the rich and smart people are going to get into a rocket and just leave all the dummies behind? So that's why they weren't able to advance that far. It could be.
It might have been a case where that alien species invaded Earth and everyone fled, but like a fraction of the population stayed behind because they had no other choice, and the aliens just kind of ignored them because they assumed everyone left. Or something.
Isn't it great that we can have all these theories about it, though? And they
probably...
I'm kind of curious to see which of these is true.
The world building is a big part of this show, and it does go into more detail on stuff. I don't want to spoil anything, though.
But good, because I kind of want to watch more of the show.
But they do explain where exactly this alien threat came from and what happened.
Oh, good.
So he turns around in his shock and awe and, oh, holy shit, I'm on the birthplace of humanity, whatever that means. I'm on a planet that's livable, I guess. It's kind of... yeah, they go through a lot of exposition explaining, hey, that's not a thing that regularly happens for people in his civilization. But he turns around and sees, oh, that's a lot of guns pointed at me. Hey, giant robot, come here. I need your help. Giant
I think
robot.
the better question is, would his spacesuit protect him from those bullets? Because they couldn't even put a dent in his machine. If his armor is the same quality, for his spacesuit even.
He's not... His helmet's open.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't take much to close it, though.
Don't know. But yeah, he calls on his giant, Gundam. And it stands behind him menacingly. And I think that's pretty much where the episode ends.
Pretty much, actually. The robot goes in depth about... He gives that speech about it being Earth, and about it being a myth, and where it is, and that kind of thing.
I'm kind of down with the show. This is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's been a while since we found something as promising. This is good. I think I'm going to spend the next few hours until I have to go to bed watching this.
Yeah. We've seen a couple of shows like this where it's like, oh, lost and stranded on a foreign planet and yada yada, or science fiction and then they're on Earth. We've actually seen a couple of those too, I think. And this one seems to have done it quite a bit better than any of them.
Yeah?
As I said, we have been pleasantly surprised before. It's not common that it happens, but examples like this show that it's well worth it for every time that it does.
And we thought this one was going to be boring.
So, considering we have no Kenshi, Balma, would you like to roll for us?
Okay. So what's it got to be? Numbers 1 through... Just any number, or 1 through 20, or what?
1 through 26 is the first one that we need to roll.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Ready, set, go. I got 10.
10. That is J.
Yay!
Also,
Joker!
just so you know, Balma, if we get something terrible, we're gonna blame you.
That's fine. I probably won't be here to watch it, so I'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
But J's a good letter. They probably have something decent.
How many we got, patient?
12.
Boom, boom, boom. Do you get that, Balma?
Wait, say it one more time?
Rolling 12 this time.
Okay.
Come on, big money, no whammies.
4.
Sorry?
4.
4. So it's not Jewel Pet.
Jewel Pet again.
Hey, Zero, remember when you said, what was it? Joker.
Joker! Yeah?
Well, it's in the chat. Patient said what it was.
Yeah, patient. Patient is very quick.
Yeah.
Marginal city? I'm Googling this. What is this?
That's what I think of when I think of the word J in Japan.
This
I'm looking
looks
for it.
strange.
Oh, there it is. Got it. Yeah, there are a lot of JoJo's in there. That's why it was so far down the list.
It's an OVA, 36 minutes long.
Dang. Looks okay.
Can I get a consensus on whether we do these?
Want me to reroll?
We do them sometimes, but
Sorry, I was AFK. What did I miss? Why are we debating this?
it's an
'cause-
OVA with 36 minutes long.
Just a single thing. So
I think common consensus is that we skip them.
yeah, I think we've done one in the past. That vampire werewolf thingy we did a while ago. No, wait, that was like 4 episodes, so that was fine. So this, yeah, I think we skipped this one.
All right.
So
Omitting Joker Marginal City from the list. Reorganizing.
So another roll, 1 through 12?
No, this time it'll be 1 through 11.
Oh, yeah, 1 through 11, because they deleted the last one.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It's 4 again.
So the next one.
Another 4.
3, Jormungand.
What?
That sounds familiar.
Sounds really... Yeah.
It should. It's the name of... It's from Norse mythology, I believe.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like I've heard the name of the anime specifically before.
Okay, so that's it. Jormungand, whatever.
Okay, let me just read. Fucking hell, the names are even worse. Coco Hekmatyar, a young arms dealer, sells weapons under HCLI, I think that is, a shipping corporation, as one of the company's unofficial weapon sellers. She secretly sells weapons in many countries while avoiding the local authorities and law enforcement, as most of her work is actually illegal under international law. Who'd have thought? Traveling with her is her team of bodyguards who are mostly composed of ex-military veterans. Her latest addition to the crew is Jonah, a seemingly emotionless child soldier who is skilled in combat yet ironically hates arms dealers. And apparently isn't very good at finding work, I guess. I don't know.
She looks like the bad guy, the bad chick from Kill la Kill, and he looks like Scar as a child, with no scar on his face.
I agree on both counts. Also, it looks like we have Tenya Ida behind her.
Yeah.
Uh,
So they both look like people that'll kill a lot of people. So, yeah.
So Jonah joins Coco as he wishes to find the arms dealer responsible for his family's death. I wonder who it might be. What follows is Coco and her crew's escapades around the world.
Sure. I guess.
Yeah. I don't see anything massively objectionable about this one.
Oh, wait. Okay, that's why this is familiar. Yes, I recognize this one. I don't think I ever saw it, but the dark-skinned, white-haired, red-eyed kid is very character design I recognize.
From what?
From this. I never actually watched it, but I mean, I was just browsing anime, and I passed this one. It seemed interesting, and I think I saved it on my favorites, but I never actually wound up on the to-do list kind of thing.
Alright. Well...
Now I'm just kind of comparing the character designs to other characters that I've seen before. Like, a lot of them are really familiar.
Here's a one-eyed chick with a sword.
Yeah, the one-eyed girl from the Chinibyo thing.
Yeah, who does she look like? Similar-wise. I can't think of it right now.
That dude, that's on the right-hand edge with the glasses. I'm trying to... Like, he really reminds me of someone, but I can't put my finger on it.
Wait, there's two of them. The black guy or the other?
The black guy, yeah.
The black guy, he looks like... God damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue and I can't think about it. Now you got me. I can't think. But yeah, he looks very familiar. And the other dude, there's a white dude with glasses. He looks like, from Exorcist? Blue Exorcist?
Yeah. Anyway, so Jormungand is the thing we're doing next time, and we'll be back with that.
Yeah, I'll look forward to this.
Yeah, it could be okay, despite the...
I hope it's good, or it's terrible.
I mean, the main plot, you can see where it's going a bunch of miles away, but, you know...
I guess the twist will be if it isn't that.
I suppose. It's a red herring kind of thing.
I don't think they're trying to hide it.
Watch it just be a lover's anime?
Oh, man, that'd be...
Plot twist
on that one.
Great plot twist.
Okay. Bye, everybody, I guess.
Bye.
See you guys.